Hey you guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going through my empties with you. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. I'm really excited to have anybody new kind of watching my wax journey. If you like this kind of stuff, you can click subscribe down below or give me a like so that you know, it gets a little bit more attention to my videos, as Miss Lori Brown would say. So you might be wondering, if you're new, why you would watch a video about someone else's wax. But the reason that I make these videos about what I've been warming is because I watch these videos to see about performance, to see about scent appeal. There are people that I know have my nose and people that have a different nose, and I often get reviews that help me decide about purchasing. And so that's really why I make these videos, is because hopefully it helps you guys decide if that's a vendor you want to try, if it's a scent you want to try, that sort of thing. So I have a big O box. So let's get into it. So first thing I finished is a fragrance flower. So these are from Scentsy, and this is basically a reed diffuser. I do color mine sometimes, and know that if you color your flower, it does void your warranty, but I have always had super great success and performance and never had an issue, so I do that. So this one was aloe water and cucumber, and I would say for scent throw in this kind of fragrance system, it was pretty light. It wasn't non-existent. I have had a few, no, I've had one that I was like, I cannot even smell this thing. But this was light. It's in my small bathroom. And if I kept the door closed, like, it would definitely scent the room. And if you walk in, you could smell it, but it was pretty light. But I do get a good 60 days out of this. These are 16 bucks, but I get a good 60 days, sometimes more. This actually still has scent in it. I just wanted to change it out. So I went through that. I went through some other Scentsy products. So let me get to those. So you guys know that it was May the 4th be with you. So I warmed, I actually had another one around here somewhere. Yeah. So I had like a cube here, a full bar here, and then two more here. So I got rid of these. These are, this is the Dark Side of the Force, and the Dark Side of the Force, to me, reads kind of, I know that it has like manly notes, but it does not smell masculine to me. It smells a little sweet, a little perfumey, but kind of deep perfume. So it doesn't smell like black opium, but think of the like opium perfume, kind of that deep, rich note, but definitely perfumey. That's kind of how this reads to me. It's a super good performer, very strong, lasts solid 2 days, if not longer. I did Mineral Oasis, and I mixed that with, this one is Starfruit and Pear Nectar. So Mineral Oasis is like a coconut scent, and it has a little hint of like tropical fruit, but mostly a coconut scent, and it does have kind of a little floral note on it. It's a pretty light performer, but in my kids area, I could definitely smell it and pick it up much better than in my open concept. It would not be a repurchase for me, but it was a pleasing scent. Starfruit and Pear Nectar. I got this, I think, in the clearance section, and so Starfruit and Pear Nectar to me reads like artificial fruit, and like with a lot of added sweetness. I'm always looking for pear from any vendor that's like authentic pear and not kind of that syrupy, sweet, artificial. This reads super artificial. Of course, it was a great performer because of that, but it was a really sweet, artificial fruit. No, this would not be a repurchase for me. This is in my Scentsy Club and will stay there. This is Dumbo, and it's called Dumbo Circus Parade. And this kind of has like a peachy note in it, and I don't typically like peach scent or peach scent in wax, but this is so beautiful. This scent is like creamy and peachy and sweet and pretty. Now, I will say, I use 2 cubes in my bedroom warmer and 2 cubes in a room like this, but this will not hold up in my open concept. So I do find that a lot of licensed products do struggle with performance in big spaces. This one does, but the scent is such a good scent that I will keep purchasing it because it's so pretty. It's very nice. So this is a bedroom scent for me and I really do like it. I put in Mythic Journey. The one exception to my rule about scents that are licensed is the Frozen 2 collection. Now, my kids watched Frozen, but it wasn't like a, oh my God, like I love Frozen thing. So when I bought this collection, I didn't buy it for like nostalgia reasons or because I thought my kids would love it. I bought it simply because it was like a collection. Every bar in this collection is club worthy. And of course, like I bought it when it was in clearance. And so but all of them are super good. This is no exception. So this is fresh floral with a hint of fruit. And it almost has a fresh air quality to it as well. Super great performer, every single one. If you can get any Frozen 2, if it ever comes back, I highly recommend you try it because all of the scents are very pleasing, super universal, great performers. There's not a bad one in this bunch, all good. So I melted this. I did Lavender and Violet from the Life's a Garden collection, and this was like almost scentless, and I did it in my bedroom. It is an herbal lavender, and the violet reads like a little bit kind of earthy, almost dirty violet. If you know that scent oil that's kind of a little bit like earthy or dirt-like, it kind of has that note in here. But I actually don't mind that. And herbal lavender, I'm kind of turning away from herbal lavender, but I'm not opposed to it. And so, I mean, I don't love it as much as I used to. But this, I could hardly smell. I could hardly smell in my bedroom, which is, I mean, not massive. It's, but it was nearly scentless for me. So, I mean, that wouldn't be a repurchase for me. The scent appeal is not that great, but also the performance was not that great. Let's see, what other scentsy stuff? I have 2 of the scent of the month, which is Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. I did this upstairs in my kids' room. This is a very nice scent. I wouldn't say it's particularly special. It reads aquatic, a little bit green, a little bit floral, a little bit perfumey. It's good. I would say for performance, it's actually really good. I was really impressed with how well two bars did in my whole upstairs. It was a great, performing scent. It's not one that I'm like, oh my God, I need more of that, but it's a nice scent. So I would recommend it, giving it a try. And then my last scentsy, is I did Just One Bite, and I did 5 cubes, so I have a little bit left, and I'm glad I do because this is very cinnamony apple scent. But my husband very rarely comments on wax, and when he does, it's usually, oh my God, take that stuff out of the warmer. I called him after I had changed the wax. I went out and I called him and he goes, we called this room the Girl Scout room because I'm a Girl Scout leader. Whatever you have in the Girl Scout room, it's really good. And I was taken aback because that is never his response. So just so you guys know, the Villains collection is going to be re-releasing here any moment. And I will probably pick up a few bars if they will sell them individually. If they just sell them in their packs, I might put this in my club and get a couple bars because for him to comment, yeah. So this reads a little bit like Jack's Obsession. So kind of that green apple very cinnamony, but almost more cinnamon than that. And maybe even a little bit of pear smell. It's very good. But like the reason it's not in my club is because I feel like Johnny Appleseed is better, or Caramel Apple Craze. But if he likes this, then I'll get more. Okay, so that's all my Scentsy. I did a couple Walmart waxes. So I did this, which is Fusion, and it's Memory, which is sage and bergamot, and this is very pretty. I really like this, and in fact, this combination of sage and bergamot, I really want to try a couple of customs in, just because I don't know that I like have a scent that I'm like, oh my gosh, like that is sage and bergamot, but this smells so lovely, like a spa. It's very spa-like. It's very serene. It's very clean smelling. To me, it is one of those like scents that you don't have to be a waxy to like love. You know, it's kind of universal in that it's not offensive. I would put this in when anybody was coming over because it smells that good. So this would be a repurchase for me. I actually really like it, and I am gonna see if I can come up with a dupe of this. So very nice. And then this is Sensational's Austin City Limits, and it was a black wax. And I think last time I told you guys I did 3 cubes. I did the other 3 cubes to finish it up. This smells really good in the clam. A little bit, like it reads a little bit amber sandalwoody, which I don't always love. The thing is that the performance was just not there. It wasn't that strong. And to use 3 cubes in my bedroom is just like, I'm not here for that. So it wouldn't be a repurchase for me. All right, let's see. You guys know I'm trying to get through my Whiff Envy. I am almost done, almost hitting the pan, as one of my friends would say, with Whiff Envy. So I'm almost done. This is one of the last things I have from her. I think I have 2 more scent shot cups maybe, and that's it. I've told you that I won't repurchase from this vendor. She does have a few scents that actually are pretty pleasing. Performance is terrible for me. I don't like how the wax is packaged, although it's very pretty. And the scent, some of the scents are nice, but performance is like 0. So this is Honey Lavender, and I bought this like last January. Okay, so we're like, let's give it a year and a half. Let's say I've had this for a year and a half, and lots of vendors use this style of wax cup. And so I do not think it is the wax cup in this case. This, for Honey Lavender, I would expect either sweet lavender with some additional sweetness, or herbal lavender with some of that sweetness from the honey. This is almost like grape. Like it almost smells like grape. And I do not like grape scents in wax at all. So scent appeal is nil on this. And performance, again, like I can put this in super hot warmers and I get very, very minimal scent. So like I said, I won't repurchase from her. My L3, so I did like almost all of a bunch of Love's Baby Soft Bum Bum. And I bought Love's Baby Soft because I loved that like little kid's perfume when I was young. In the bag, it smells really nice. It smells light in the bag. So a bunt is about this big, and I cut it in 6ths, like that. And so I used 4 pieces of of 6. It just like had almost like just a powdery note, but almost nothing else. And very, very light. I will give it some more cure time. This is from 321, which is, to me, it seems like cured enough, right? But L3, she pours her stuff and sends it out right away. So I'm gonna give it just a little bit more time because the scent in the bag is really nice. I don't pick up any of the Bum Bum at all. It's just basically that Love's Baby Soft, which is fine by me. But for performance, it wasn't that great. One that I finally melted the last of is Camp Crystal Lake. I melted the last of this because I got an entire loaf. And Camp Crystal Lake is sea kelp, driftwood, sea moss, and leaves. And I love this scent. Like, this will go in my must-have again, repurchase forever scent. It is green and aquatic and so beautiful. This scent, and it's one that just hangs in the air even after the warmers are off. This, for vendor wax, I can get 2 full days of melt. I mean, and probably more. I just get, you know, I'm like, okay, it's time to change the wax. But I mean, it really is very, very good. Very good on performance. I love the scent. It's not too green, so it doesn't smell like grass. It's more kind of dewy greens. So I highly recommend Camp Crystal Lake. Another L3 that I did was Vanilla Cola Candy Lost Cherry Tom Ford type. And I really like this scent. I really think though that all I get is the Vanilla Cola Candy. I did get some Trig Tarts in Vanilla Cola Candy, so I'm gonna melt them and see if this Lost Cherry Tom Ford comes out, like if I can really like pick up the difference, because to me it just smelled like the Vanilla Cola Candy, like just like those like little Haribo like cola bottles that are like clear on the top, brown on the bottom, like just like those taste. That's what this smells like. And I mean, it's good. It's so interesting because I haven't smelled it from any other vendor, but I don't get the Lost Cherry, which is fine. I didn't need it. It was good. Okay, then I did Rainbow Melts in Elm Street, and that's Palo Santo, sugar cookies, and marshmallow. Guys, her Elm Street is so good. If you don't like Palo Santo though, you probably want to skip it. I love her Palo Santo because it is very woody and very smoky, and I really love that. But the sugar cookies and marshmallow make it more sweet and bakery. This is a great performer. It lasts and lasts and lasts. It was really good. I loved it. I have more. I'll always repurchase that. Okay, Pharmacist's Daughter. I did Pretty in Pink. This was one of those like decorated buns. And Pretty in Pink is strawberry passion, strawberry jam, cotton candy, vanilla ice cream, summer scoop bread. Summer scoop bread has strawberry in it. So this was like just super duper strawberry. The thing that I really liked about it though is that the strawberry jam note was super present, and it didn't get lost in that kind of vanilla ice cream stuff. And sometimes that can happen with jam scents, is that they start to just read sort of kind of fruity but not tart. But that didn't happen with this. So this was actually really good. I can say that this was from 2/24, and someone told me that Pharmacist's Daughter doesn't always perform very well. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to give it more cure time because these are beautiful. And so by the time that I melted this, and of course now it's been like 3 months, 2.5 months, it was a great performer. It smelled really good. I didn't have to use the whole thing, and it was strong. So that one was good. Hold on, there's someone at my door. That was my neighbor boy. He wanted to play with my kids. So, okay. So, and then the other thing from Pharmacist's Daughter was Willow. And this was Volcano, Driftwood, and Pamela Sage. In the bag, it smells super great. So Volcano is super, like, I think fruity. I don't get any fruit in this at all. I get driftwood, like a woody note, and a sagey note, which is good. I'm down for. But the performance was very lackluster. I could barely smell this, and it was like one of those, I think she calls these wave bars, and I cut like this much into 2 chunks, and I put them, I put 1 chunk each in this room and 1 in my bedroom, and performance was very lackluster. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more cure time because I've been told, right, that Pharmacist's Daughter needs a little bit more time. But this might be Just not a great thing. Okay, so this is from a D-Stash, and this is Vintage Chic Scents. Here's your list. Here's the list. Check it twice, which is zucchini bread, sugar cookies, chestnuts and brown sugar, gooey batter, and fresh rolled dough. And I do not like zucchini bread, but I just came around to realizing I really don't like it. But this, I don't get the zucchini bread at all. I get dough and almost like a brown sugar chestnut note. Oh yeah, brown sugar's in here. I was like, but chestnuts, like I get a nutty note and brown sugar. And it was really good. I put this in my warmer and my husband goes, whatever you have, it's like making me just want to eat whatever's in the warmer. And I was like, oh yeah, like it's pretty bakery. And he's like, yeah, but it's basically like food. And I'm like, yeah, but so that was the other comment that I got this week was about that. So I actually do have a loaf of this. I've only ordered from Vintage Chic once. And when I did, I ordered that. So I'm glad to have it and I will certainly melt it. When I got the D-Stash, I was really unhappy with performance in a lot of ways, but this one did really well. So, and then the last two are Empire Alchemy. I did Wake the Dead coffee, which is Cafe Vienna, lavender sprigs, buttermint, and Danish cookies. So this is mostly, so it's coffee, but the buttermints just like blow it out. All I get is buttermints. In the room, all I can smell is buttermints. I like buttermints, don't get me wrong. And I do think it's kind of a weird thing to put with coffee. I don't know if other people do that. But it's like minty coffee without the like chocolate. So like, you know how they have like peppermint coffee kind of stuff, like peppermint mocha. So it's kind of like chocolatey peppermint. It's just only peppermint. And I like it, the coffee got super lost. Like I only smelled buttermint. It also just was not that strong, even the buttermint. And buttermint oiled to me is usually like, okay guys, like I get it, you wanted mint. But this one, it was just, I don't think I'd repurchase this one. But what I would repurchase is called Dream State. And Dream State is lavender, buttermints, vanilla, peppermint, and lemonade. And like, I already feel like I have to hoard this because I like it so much. It is divine. This is a bedroom melt for sure. Super minty. So it's like buttermint and peppermint. So the buttermint reads like kind of creamy mint, and peppermint is like, fresh air mint. But like you can get the lavender just like as an afterthought, and I can't tell if it's sweet lavender, herbal lavender, French lavender. I can't tell because it's like the mint is super strong. And then the lemonade, like I know that sounds weird, but the lemonade just at the very back end just gives it more of a like brightness. Not that you need more brightness with the peppermint, but this is incredible. I left this going in my bedroom last night. So I turned my warmers on. My warmer was already on, but I put this in at probably 6 p.m. Okay. So right now it's about 6, and I just went to change my wax and I could still smell it. And I was like, do I leave it? Cause like, I really like it. And I knew I was going to put in this, and I was like, oh, but like I had already like dumped all the other wax and like gotten it all ready, and I was like, and cut this. So I was like, fine. So I got rid of it, but it still smelled super strong. So, and it was one of these donuts, and I cut it in 4s. So it's really only this much. So that means I have 7 more melts of this. And I don't need to hoard it. I'm sure that I could get this again. I bet people love this as much as I do. So highly recommend. So those are my empties. We are in the 2nd week of May. And as you guys know, the challenge for myself is I am going to finish a brick or a loaf every single month. So this month I am working on Johnny Appleseed, and I have this much left. So I'm just checking in to let you guys know I'm still working on that, and I will hopefully finish that this week or next. And then we'll move on to Arctic Kiss. So let me know what you guys have been warming. Is there anything here that you absolutely love or hate? I love to chat with you guys and just hear what your thoughts are on performance and things. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.